rest of the weekend. But right here, let's just start with this helmet right here, because all year I've had to eat shit from you Lions hype people who have just been gassing up the Lions all year long, and now they're finally starting to show some flaws. Who would have thought? Jared Goff, not a great game. Not a great game in general from the Lions. I mean, they just, from the get-go, just started getting destroyed. Made a little bit of comeback at the end in garbage time, but yeah, they got dominated by the Packers. But hey, Packers 5-6. Shout out that Packers fan that said 4 wins. Prediction from me was bullshit, because you were right. They got 5, but yeah, Lions got beat bad. Ended up being close kind of at the end, but the Packers dominated that one. I really felt like it was never in doubt for most of the game, but they did get it to 1 score. But great win for the Packers, tough one for the Lions. And then there was also the Commanders and Cowboys, another one, which, not like the first one. The Cowboys, you just knew the Cowboys were going to win this one. Would have definitely picked the Cowboys. I probably would have picked the Lions against the Packers. I would have definitely picked the Lions, and they lost. So 1-1, and then 49ers would have definitely taken them over Seattle. Seattle's in a little bit of a free fall. They're starting to realize Geno Smith might not be the guy. But yeah, so if I made picks, probably would have been 2-1, which wouldn't be a bad start for Thanksgiving, but forget those. Let's get to the Friday game, Jets-Dolphins. I don't know when this video is going to get posted. There's a chance this video goes up after this game is already finished. Maybe before. I doubt before, but I'm going to go with... oh wait, no, I don't want to... Let's not spoil it. Let's talk a little first. Dolphins-Jets, alright? Tim Boyle's playing. Tim Boyle. It's over. It's over. It's just... It's not good. It's not good. This can't be good. Jets defense, they're at home. I mean, I think it'll be pretty similar to the Bills game last week. They probably won't get torched as much as the Bills did, but the Dolphins, they definitely took some notes from that matchup. Tyreek Hill's going to go off. Waddle, we'll see. Tua probably throws at least a pick. Yeah, I don't know. Which running back's going to do something? I don't know. Could be Mostert. But Jets D's going to be solid. But I think the Dolphins will still be able to make some plays just because they're going to be out there so much. But there's no way the Jets put up points. It's Tim Boyle. He's only there because of Rodgers. He's there because of Rodgers. Alright? Oh, man. Dolphins defense, they're solid. They're solid, too. So this is bad. They need Breece Hall to run for like 150 yards or something. This is just... Man, Garrett Wilson, he is in quarterback hell. That is for sure. But at least we want to watch Zach Wilson play today. Just Tim Boyle. So much better. So, Miami, -9.5. Forget that. I think it's going to be much higher than that. I think the Dolphins... Jets defense is good, but I think the Dolphins are just going to light it up today. This could be a brutal one. This will be a backbreaker for the Jets. That's my prediction. This is going to be a backbreaker for the season. It's going to be tough to recover from this one. After, they got beat last week. Now they're going to have another divisional matchup. They might get beat pretty badly again. But we'll see. Saints-Falcons, another divisional matchup. That's pretty good. It's in Atlanta. -1.5 for the Saints. Not bad. I don't know who's playing. Is it Taylor Heineke? Is Desmond Ridder back? Apparently Desmond Ridder's coming back. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They gotta lean on Bijan. You gotta feed Bijan. Give Bijan the ball. Anybody else, it's a joke. I mean, Kyle Pitts. Arthur Smith says he'll break out soon. He'll be breaking out soon. Yeah, when you get fired. When they fire you. Maybe. And the Saints defense is tough. That's been kind of their bright spot for the year. But yeah, it's Derek Carr, I think, is playing. Doesn't matter. Forget Carr. Just Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill everything. Let him throw it. Let him run it. Let him pass it. They have no other hope. Okay, Alvin Kamara, he's pretty good too, but Michael Thomas is out. Chris Olave is pretty good as well, but the Falcons D is okay. But I don't think they got enough. I think it's the Saints. I think the Saints get this away matchup. I'm going to take Saints minus 1.5. I feel like that's a solid pick. But up next, Bengals, Steelers. Right here, yes, it's in Cincinnati. Minus 2.5 for the Steelers. It's a great matchup. If Burrow was playing. No Joe. Just Jake. Jake Browning. Steelers, they fired their OC. So they might actually score some points this week. But I think Kenny Pickett, I think he's going to take this opportunity to prove that he is the problem. I think he can do that. I think he'll do it. I don't know if the offense can get any worse than they were against the Browns. They had the one play, Jaylen Warren, big play. They're going to need that again. They're going to need Najee Harris to do something. The receivers, they're so up and down. And then when they're down, they're crying about it. It's just, they're a mess. But their defense is great. They've been great. They're going up against Jake Browning. They're going to have a chance to really dominate this guy. But Jamar Chase, he's gotta help him out. They might have Higgins back. Mixon's gotta be good. Toss him a couple short ones out of the backfield. Let him run. He needs let him work. Make it easy for Browning. But that being said, for this one, I got Bengals +2, man. I got Bengals +2 in Cincinnati. I'm gonna regret that one, but the Steelers, I don't have faith in them right now. And the Bengals, I think maybe they're gonna at least try to rally around Jake Browning. They're gonna try. So I think this could be that one game they have a chance. If they lose this one and lose the next one, then they'll be like, oh no, we're screwed. But I think they're gonna try. They're gonna try to rally around them. They're gonna give them a shot. These two teams, though, right here, these next ones, Titans versus the Panthers. I don't think anybody should rally around either of these teams. Okay, maybe, I don't know. They got some rookie QBs. It's okay. It's going to take time. But the Panthers don't have their pick. The Titans, they have their pick. So they have quietly got into the conversation of a top 10, maybe even top 5 pick. But Panthers and Bryce Young, this is a learning year. Titans defense is not very tough, so this is going to be a good matchup for them. Maybe they can get something done. Levis is just out there for practice at this point. The Panthers defense it's just Brian Burns out there. It's just Brian Burns and a bunch of mailmen and plumbers. I don't know. That's a basketball joke mostly, but yeah. Could be a good day for Levis and Hopkins, for sure. Could see them doing something. Maybe even Derrick Henry will get going, because he's pretty good. But it's in Tennessee, minus 3.5 for the Titans. I'm going to have to take that. Sorry, Panthers. Should have kept your pick. Don't be mad at me. Up next is Bucs, Colts. This should be an interesting one. This could be a good one. This could be high scoring. We got two teams, not great defenses. Not great offenses either, but they can manage to put up points on different occasions. So this could be good. This could be an interesting one. It's in Indianapolis, minus 2.5 for the Colts. That's interesting. Colts defense hasn't been great, so hey, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, start cooking. All right, cook up something nice. Even Rashad White's been good, but they need Baker. It's all leans on Baker. He's so hot and cold, and when he's cold, it's bad. Even when it's hot, they lost to the Texans, but Colts offense, same thing. They're solid. Maybe a little underrated this year, just because they don't have like a surefire QB, and it's been Minshew, but yeah, Pittman's been decent. Josh Downs is decent. Zach Moss has been alright, not lately, but Jonathan Taylor's been good. But yeah, I don't know if the Colts are going to be able to get this one done. I don't think they can. That's why I got Bucs. I think Bucs are going to heat up. Bucs are going to heat up for this one, put some points on the board, and just outscore them. I think this will be vintage Baker Mayfield, if that even exists. But yeah, I got the Colts. I got the Bucs over the Colts. I got Bucs plus 2.5 in this matchup, which we'll see. Could go either way. But speaking of either way, Pats Giants. Pats versus the Giants. Yes, this could go either way. It's quite an interesting game. The winner is still a loser, and the loser is also a loser. Alright, the winner is just messing up their draft pick for next year. They should just quit. Both teams should just quit because they need picks. Alright, now it's the National Football League. These teams, they go out there, they go play hard every week. These guys, this is their jobs, so they do their thing. Both teams, unfortunately, have a lot of bad players, maybe even some bad coaches mixed in there. But the Pats defense, they're probably going to be decent. That's all they have. Not a great pass rush, but good secondary. So, I really think how the Giants play on offense this week, Tommy DeVito, how he plays this week, I think that's going to be huge. And then Barkley, if he's decent, Pats run defense, they're solid. But Barkley's such a threat catching the ball in the backfield. I think if they feed him, he'll end up torching them. Expect some big plays from Barkley catching out of the backfield. I think that'll be helpful. That'll be enough. Feels like they can get it done. Doesn't feel like the Pats offense can get it done. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they had, against the Commanders, they had like a big play, Ramondre Stevens, big touchdown. I don't know how they can do that again. The receivers suck. The running backs, one of them's a little washed. The other is, I don't know, Jerry's still out on him, but I don't know what will happen. The Giants' defense is not good, so maybe they'll torture him. I don't know. This is an interesting one. I think one of them will just end up blowing out the other somehow, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. It'll just be like the Pats Commanders game. It'll just be similar to that, like just a close game where both teams look silly. But who knows? In this case, though, home matchup for the Giants. Line is minus 3.5 for New England. Who's betting on New England? Why is it minus 3.5? I'm sorry, they got 2 wins this year, and they're divisional wins. They're divisional wins. They don't have real wins. Not that divisional wins aren't. Divisional wins are just more fluky. Like, all right, they took out the Jets when the Jets were like deflated from not having Rodgers still those early weeks, and they looked terrible. And then they took out the Bills. Bills had an awful game. Pats had their one rare good game. So they haven't beaten anyone outside the division. I don't think that's going to change. So I got Giants plus 3.5 in this one. And you feel like I should have some bias for the Pats, but no, there's none there. If anything, it's like anti-bias. It's the opposite. But up next, Texans, Jaguars, another good divisional matchup. 7-3 versus 6-4. Texans have been hot. They got this whole matchup. Jaguars minus 1.5 in this one. Let's see. It should be a good one. Texans breakout year. Jaguars, they're keeping it going from last year. But the Texans destroyed them in the first meeting. They blew them out. Stroud could do that again. He's got to bounce back. He had a bunch of picks last week, but I think he'll be fine. Texans offense has been good. A lot of breakout players. Even Singletary running the ball pretty well lately. Jags defenses, they're solid, but they might get burned on some big plays here. Even Will Levis was cooking them, so it could be worrisome. But Texans defense, they're all right. Will Anderson, he looks exciting. I don't know. I don't know what else for the Texans, but Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence has been good. I mean, Ridley finally had a good game last week. Christian Kirk's solid. ETN, he needs a bounce back game. I feel like he's had like 2 weeks in a row here. He hasn't been too great, but yeah, in this one, I got Jags minus 1.5. I think that's a solid pick. Up next, Browns, Broncos. It's a bro versus bro matchup. This is a good one. Bro versus bro. Brow versus the brawn. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, moving on. It's in Denver. It's in Denver, and -1.5 for the Broncos. 7-3 versus 5-5. Are the Broncos, are they finally putting it together? Or are they just a little bit lucky? Browns defense, they've been elite despite their offensive struggle and inconsistency at QB, but who knows? Broncos offense, they're going to have some trouble. This is an elite defense. This is such an elite defense. Javonte Williams, he's been okay. Judy and Sutton, they've been solid. Russ has been okay. Browns D's probably going to make these guys look like scrubs. I mean, they make everybody look like scrubs. Myles Garrett's looking like Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And then on the offensive side, it's DTR. He's starting again, I believe. And he just, he's a rookie. He's a little rookie out there. It's tough. It's tough for the rooks. Especially when you don't have, Nick Chubb. And, Cooper. They got Cooper. You need Cooper to deliver, and Jerome Ford maybe run pretty well or something. But Broncos defense is also tough. Made the Vikings and Josh Dobbs look pretty bad. But they should be able to slow down the Browns. Keep it close, but yeah, like I said, in Denver, -1.5 for the Broncos. Not sure where that's coming from. I like the Browns in this one. I like the Browns at +1.5. I think they're able to they'll pretty much do the same thing they did against the Steelers. But I do think the Broncos had the advantage on offense somehow. But I think the Browns, they'll be able to slow them down, and then maybe a defensive touchdown, and maybe they'll just do just enough on offense to get it done. That's how I see it happening. But up next, Rams, Cardinals. Rams, solid win over the Seahawks, although the Seahawks showing on Thanksgiving that they have some flaws, clearly. But Cardinals, good opportunity for the Rams here. Another solid win. Just beat down on a bad team right now. Don't let Kyler Murray get you. Kyler Murray's tough, but don't let him get you. All right? Aaron Donald, get to him. Get to him. Get that little guy. He's fast. So, he's so fast, though. He really is. But James Conner, he's been solid. Rams defense, they're solid. Pass defense is good. Run defense is all right. But Kyler should do well. Cardinals defense, they did well against Stroud, but could have just been a rookie game out of Stroud, so we don't know. We'll see this week what they do against the veteran Stafford. But Kyron Williams might be back, I believe. And Cooper Kupp should be playing. I think he got banged up, but he should be good for this one. So with all that being said, it's in Arizona. -2 for the Rams. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Rams in this one. I'm liking that one. Up next, a lot of divisional ones this week. A lot of them. There are a lot of them. Yeah. Chiefs, Raiders. It's in Vegas. Chiefs -9. One team, good quarterback, bad receivers. The other, good receivers, bad quarterback. Although, they got 2 good receivers. I wouldn't say they have a bunch of them, but I'm talking about the Raiders there, obviously. But Chiefs offense, they struggled with drops. I feel like they really should have beaten the Eagles, but it is what it is. If Taylor Swift's not at the game, you can't expect much from Kelsey, and that's the truth. But Raiders pass rush with Crosby, always going to be tough, but hopefully Chiefs will get it done. Maybe Checo will have another solid game. He's been good. Chiefs defense has just been great this year. They really slowed down the Eagles, even though it ended up not being enough. But I think they'll be fine against Aiden O'Connell. They're going to be just fine. But hey, they got Devontae Adams going last week. Let's do it again. Let's feed that guy. Feed that guy. Jacoby Myers, get him the ball. Josh Jacobs, he's been solid. Throw him some passes out of the backfield. Get him going. Maybe he can dominate like Swift did just the week before against the Chiefs. So, yeah, get Josh Jacobs cooking. That could be very helpful. But with all this being said, I got the Chiefs -9. Maybe they don't cover that. I don't think they do. I don't think they cover that -9. But I got Chiefs winning it. I just don't know by how many points. Hopefully they can get that bounce back win. But up next, Eagles versus the Bills. Should be a good matchup. Bills have been solid. They've just been up and down. They've had some struggles, but Eagles have struggled in finding a way to win. So these are like two teams, little different paths, but they're pretty similar. So we'll see. But both coming off solid wins for sure. But Eagles offense, they're good. I mean, they won last week even without getting A.J. Brown going. Even Jalen Hurts didn't play that well. But Swift did well. He should have another good game against the Bills. Josh Allen, hey, he's had some bad games, some bad plays here and there, but he's good. He's still very good. Eagles, they're not going to make it easy for him, but we'll see. I think him and Diggs are going to cook in this one. I think they'll really cook. Speaking of Cook, James Cook, I think he'll be good. He's been good. He's been good the last few weeks, so I think he'll be cooking. Maybe even Dalton Kincaid gets it going. We'll see. But, yeah, for this one, hey, it's in Philly. Eagles -3. I got that. I got Eagles -3. I'll take that for sure. The Sunday night game. Chargers, Ravens. Oh boy, this could be rough. This could be a rough day for the Chargers. So we got Ravens -3.5. Game is in California. This could be rough. I mean, Lamar's been great. Andrews is out. That'll hurt him, but I think they can still get it done. The run game's been good. There's just a tough matchup for the Chargers D. This is going to be tough. And then on the other side, Herbert. I mean, he's been up and down. Now they're going against a really good defense, good pass rush, good secondary. It's just the Ravens are good across the board. And I think maybe the Chargers, they'll find a way to get like a big touchdown or something. Maybe they'll like Keenan Allen or something, but maybe even Eckler. I don't know. But Ravens, I don't see the Ravens having trouble with this one. I think most of the drives they'll be able to stop them. So we'll see. But with all that being said, I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens -3.5, which brings us to Monday night. Vikings, Bears. 3-8 versus 6-5. Vikings, they need a bounce back win. They need it. Tough loss to who'd they lose to last week? Oh boy. It doesn't matter. Just forget it. Forget about it. Oh wait, was it the Rams? Never mind. We're gonna forget. Forget it. Just forget it. I don't remember who they played. I forget. But yeah. Broncos. They played the Broncos. That's right. I mean, Bears should have beat the Lions last week. I thought they had a shot for sure, but Fields is back. Not throwing well, but he can run. He can run. Yeah. Yes, he can. And Moore is solid when he gets the ball. Cole Kmet, he's been solid. But Vikings D, they've been solid as well. Even though they got beat by the Broncos last week. But Dobbs, yeah, he needs a bounce back game. He's got to bounce back. It's in Minneapolis. It's -3 for the Vikings. It's going to be tough. No Justin Jefferson. But he's got Addison. He's got Hawkinson. Maybe they can get the run game going. I don't know. Ty Chandler. Try something else. I mean, just put him out there. Madison hasn't been it. But, hey, maybe the Bears can force some more turnovers like they did against Goff. That might be their only shot. But with all that being said, I got Vikings -3 for Monday night. And that is it for the preview video.